I'm with Michael Kaiser now. He's the CEO of Flame Seal Products Incorporated. FLMP is their stock symbol. Mike, good to see you again.
Good to be here.
Michael, we had you on the program last week, part 2 of our 2-part series here at the San Francisco Money Show. For anyone who might have missed that program, tell us again what Flame Seal Products does.
Well, we produce fire protection products, coatings, additives, different materials, all involved in protecting other products in homes and materials from fire. That includes wood, plastic, paper, steel, just about anything.
Now, we showed a video on the program last week. We're going to show that to you again. I want you to kind of narrate what we're seeing, but this is, a piece of cardboard, I guess, that you've coated with your product and then hit with a blowtorch, and it doesn't burn. Tell us about that.
Right. It's our benchmark product called FX100. It's incorporated into our frontline product now for foam, and that is coated on this demonstration in a clear form. So a clear coating is applied to a piece of cardboard that has printing on it, color printing, and as you can see, it starts expanding, forming carbon char in the fire that grows to 2 or 3 inches thick. And then at the end of a few minutes of torching it with a blowtorch, you can scrape it off and you see that it hasn't damaged the paper. You can read the print. It hasn't even discolored the ink. So it's the top protection in the world in fire protection.
And this is proprietary to you. There isn't anybody else in the world that has this technology that can essentially duplicate what you're doing.
Not to the level that we have. We have the best in the world.
Okay, now, one thing that we were talking about last week, and I kind of wanted to reiterate this week, is there's a compliance issue now with respect to fire retardants with polyurethane insulation, that you're the only solution for this that's economically viable and ecologically viable. Tell us about that.
Right. We call it Flame Seal TB, and it is a pigmented version of the same coating. We adapted it for polyurethane foam insulation, and yes, there's a requirement for those insulations called the thermal barrier that has to be between that foam and occupied spaces, which is the majority of the business. We're the only one in the world that has passed all the certifications and testing required to allow these foam companies to put this foam in occupied spaces. So yeah, we're it. There's nobody else right now.
So, now these foam companies, as you mentioned, they have to, along with your technology, achieve certification on their own so that their products are compliant, and you're helping them do that. Tell us about that.
Right. We've started a program, and now we've got the majority of them on board with this, where we are paying for the testing, the certification, the entire process, all the way to what's called an ICC certification for each company. It's quite an undertaking, but yeah, we've gotten that program well underway and got a tremendous response to it. One of the things that we've found that's kind of added to our value to these companies, even though they're large corporations like Bayer, BASF, NCFI, they're very big companies, we're finding that we're helping them, and they're leaning on us for this, with compliance and issues and questions and answers from the high-level code bodies like ICC or NFPA, simply because we seem to have the higher level of connections and the ability to contact and get answers in a rapid fashion from these people.
So as CEO of an emerging company, what does it feel like when you're on the phone with an executive of a multi-billion-dollar corporation and they're coming to you for answers?
It's hard to describe. The best way to relate is Craig Kaiser's our marketer. We hired him from Bayer Corporation, actually. He gave up a vice presidency offer with Roman Haas to come to us, and he witnessed one of these meetings with the president of a division of Bayer, and he couldn't stop talking about it. He said, in all my career, I've never seen a large corporation turn to a small corporation and say, guide me, help us. You seem to be better at this than us. Get us through this, So it's amazing that we can be of that assistance to a big corporation.
I'm sure there are people listening to us talk right now, and they're saying, okay, big companies are coming to small companies, asking them to solve their problem. At some point, big company is going to come in and try to gobble up small company. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I mean, I get asked that a lot, and a good example is there seems to be new regulations coming into play there. I mean, eventually it may happen. It's not our goal. Our goal is to build a big corporation because we have so many other products and other markets to take. But Boeing is an example. That question was asked when we were getting our qualified supplier status with Boeing, and they said, we look into things like that, but these days the regulations don't allow us to take over or to buy out those companies, but we can establish umbrella relationships, which we've done.
Again, the company is Flame Seal Products Incorporated, stock symbols FLMP. If you'd like some more information about the company, call us toll-free from anywhere in the world, 888-259-4449. Michael, just fascinating story. I mean, just watching this company develop. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the update.
Thank you.
This week on the Money Wrap radio program, is this a bear market, is this a bull market, or is it something else? For a radio station near you, go to our website, moneywrap.com. Call us right now, 888-259-4449 for free information and mail about our featured guests, including X&X Incorporated and Universal Detection Technology. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our Money TV newsletter. Again, 888-259-4449. You can visit us at moneytv.net, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. That's our program this week. Thanks so much for joining us here at the San Francisco Money Show. I'm Don Baillargeon. See you again next week.